Good morning and welcome to this wonderful edition today. We shall be talking about having high value for humanity as one of the foundational pillars for a successful life on earth. In Mark chapter 8 verse 36, it reads, "What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and lose his soul?" Verse 37 says, "What shall a man give in exchange of his life?" Nothing on earth, nothing in this world, nothing in the whole universe can be compared to the life of a person. The life of an individual is more important than everything in this world. The greatest resource of any man in this world, the greatest resource in this world is human resource. People that value materials at the expense of human are heading nowhere in life. President Alassane Ouattara said, "People are more important than power." Anyone that has more value for power, has more value for materials, has more value for popularity, has more value for riches, has more value for anything at the detriment of mankind, can never become anything in this world. Those in the Bible and in history that ever became something are people that has high regard for humanity. A wise man said, "People will not care how much you know unless they know how much you care." Hear me. History will never record your bank account. History will only record your impact account. History will not tell people how much you had in your account. History will only tell people what you use, what you had in your account to do to your generation. I remember in 1986, 30,000 children died of hunger in America. And one rich man in America stood up and said, "I cannot be alive and see 30,000 children dying the same time because of hunger." He called Michael Jackson and called all musicians around the world, and they brought up a music, "We Are the World, We Are the People." And the fundraising of that music, they used it to sponsor the elimination of hunger in the land of Ethiopia. From 1986 to today, nobody ever died of hunger again. I remember the story of a woman by name Mary Slessor. Mary Slessor was a missionary who left United Kingdom to Africa. She resided in Nigeria, precisely in the city of Calabar. When Mary Slessor was in Nigeria, there was a law that if you give birth to albino, that albino will be killed. And if you give birth to twin, one of the twin will be killed and one will be left alive. A certain twin was born, and Mary Slessor stole those twins away and hid them somewhere in the forest and raised them up in the way of God. They later took them to United Kingdom and left them there, then came back to Africa to continue missionary work. More than 30 years later, Mary Slessor had finished her missionary work in Africa. She decided to go back to UK. As soon as she got to UK, she became very sick. And she was in a state of emergency. They took her to various hospitals, and nearly every hospital rejected the patient Mary Slessor. And she came to one hospital owned by one African medical doctor lady. And this lady had heard the story of Mary Slessor. And she said, "I will meet her in my hospital." She admitted Mary Slessor in her hospital, took care of Mary Slessor, called specialists from all over the world. They came and began to take care of Mary Slessor until Mary Slessor recovered from that sickness. Then Mary Slessor said, "My daughter, what is my bill, knowing fully well that she was not capable to pay that bill. And the owner of the hospital, who happened to be an African lady, said to her, your bill has been paid by me. Mary Slessor said, why? She said, I read your story, how you helped Africans, and I am an African. That is why I decided to help you. And Mary Slessor said, there is one of the twins that I helped and raised and brought to UK. I wish I could die in her hand. And this lady responded to Mary Slessor and said, I am one of those twins you helped. Hear me. Be careful whom you kick on your way up, because you will surely meet them one day on your way down. Sir, anyone that looks down at people will never climb up in life. Anyone that despises people cannot amount to anything. Anyone that does not value the life of humanity. Hear me. The Esther that was the slave of yesterday became the Esther that was the first lady of tomorrow. So people may be nobodies today, but they can be somebody tomorrow. When you value them, they will add value to your life tomorrow. I pray that from today you begin to value humanity. You will value your gate man. You will value your driver. You will value your house help. You will value those you think they cannot become anything, because one day, the story can change. God bless you. Shalom. Bye-bye.